Hello, everyone, and happy Valentine's Day. Welcome back to Fangirls Assemble. I know that we were gone last week. Jessica was bummed. She said last week, no new Batwoman, so I can watch Fangirls. Fangirls, no episode. This week, Batwoman is back. Fangirls are back. A heart torn on Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's rough.
How dare Batwoman be on at like a Sunday?
That's where it's been.
That seems like a weird time if you want a show to be successful, right? Am I crazy?
Well, and it's also weird because CW only started Sunday like half a year ago. They didn't used to do like Sunday. You know what? I'm hearing my echo now.
Oh, weird. Okay.
We were talking about, guys, if there's a weird audio thing, we're trying to figure it out. We don't know what's happening.
It's hard for us to tell. And so, like, Kristan was messaging me, Kristan told me that she had that I sounded weird on Near Mint on Saturday. And I have no idea. And so if nobody tells me, it's like, oh.
Yeah, like, I could hear you, but, like, it was definitely lower than everyone else. So, you know, I put that stuff on my TV, so I'm like, oh, this is such a hard volume, like, juggle, you know?
Candace, it's been so long. Long time no see.
Yeah, we love seeing you.
Batwoman isn't on HBO Max. You can watch on the CW app. It's one of those, like, DC exceptions for some reason.
That's weird.
All right.
Yay.
So, hey. And we're rusty. It's been a bit.
It's the first show we're doing this month. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I know. It's like halfway through. Stuff happened.
You know.
Well,
we've been in an ice storm last week.
We have more snow coming tonight.
I'm already worried about driving. I got some cheap cat litter in case I get stuck.
Yeah, you can't. We went to go buy salt. And I bought this instead.
Oh, I should have gotten that instead. Where'd you get it?
Costco.
Oh, we don't have Costco. I'm so sad.
I'll get you one.
Oh,
but I can't send it. I'll have to keep it forever until I can see you.
A perfect exchange.
It's only like $20.
Oh, I love it.
That's not bad.
Is it squishy?
Yeah, it's squishy.
I love it.
They have Baby Yoda ones too, but those are the ones that are sold out. But I love this little Chewbacca one. It's so cute.
That's
but,
awesome.
You know what Valentine's gift I wish I had?
Books.
Books from InStockTrades.com.
That's
specifically.
Right. Yeah.
Because you know what says love more than deeply discounted books up to 50% off and free shipping if you spend $50 in the United States, which you should, right?
You really should.
You can buy gift cards as well. And you can always gift that to any of these two wonderful people. I'm talking about myself and Kristan. You could be our Valentine. I will gladly accept InStock Trades gift cards.
100%. We all would, yes.
Show your loved one some love, or maybe yourself, right? With Spin Stock Trades purchases, because when that book gets to you, which again, icy stuff right now, a little turbulent out there, plus COVID. But when that book gets to you, it is going to be in perfect condition, so you don't have to worry if it's icy outside.
Oh.
You're going to get your book, and it's going to be so good.
Mine slid right to my home last week. I was very worried about it, but it slid right there to the door. And it's fine.
That's good.
Yeah.
Our front door is very treacherous, so I feel bad for anyone having to deliver anything to me.
Oh my gosh. I actually had like a weather alert delay from USPS. I didn't even know that happened, but they were like, yo, it's too bad. And I'm like, oh, I get it. I don't need my book right now. It's fine.
Farhan said, I'm literally hiding from my boss at the office watching this. Peace and love from Malaysia. Happy Chinese New Year. I know a lot of my Malaysian friends celebrate. I don't know if you do, but still happy Lunar New Year to you. And happy Valentine's Day, Hayden.
And I did get comics.
You did?
We're going to talk about it.
I want Valentine's Day comic. Of course, it was too icy for me to go anywhere because I was like, I'll just go to the comic book store.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah. We've thawed out a bit here, but then it's like, you're going to get 10 inches. And I'm like, no. I'm upset.
Well, it's our read and haul video. That's how we start every month. What's your haul, girl? Because I saw you with a big old box.
You know,
In a live unboxing. You know what? I don't think we do enough live unboxings here. We just buy things and just open them live on air.
That's true.
Very loudly into the microphone.
I just pulled this up with my address on the side, so that's not good.
Whoops.
I had I don't know, did people see that? I had Reed grab this box that's just been sitting there, and I haven't opened it. You know how you get a box and you put it in a different room and you forget about it? That's what happened.
Yeah.
This is a Kickstarter that's been, in the works for a while. And he said, be careful of this box because like it's going to fall open. It's so true. Here's a little tease. What is it? Just a Kickstarter extra. I don't even understand what's happening here. But here we go. Oh, there's a lot of goodies in here. Okay. I forgot I got all this with extra. Oh, it's damaged. Don't you love it?
Wait, for real?
Sitting there. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Talk about that. All right.
Oh, no.
This is the magnetic press Aster of Pan with some nice image on the corner.
Hey, even with the damage, that is a beautiful cover.
Yeah, it's probably not enough for me. I mean, it's annoying, but you know.
I don't even know anything about this, but I can tell you that girl in the front is my type.
I mean, and it looks awesome.
That's all. I was like, cool redhead with like face paint on.
Let's open this puppy, shall we? I mean, look at this art.
Oh man.
People are gonna ask me what it's about. Don't ask me what it's about. I don't even remember. It's been so long that I backed it. I don't know, but I'm gonna read it, and it looks awesome. So
I feel like that's a very common problem of comic book people who like back comic book Kickstarters.
Yeah,
because I have a few, and I don't know.
This is so damaged. Actually, because like I mean now I'm like moving this corner. Look at that.
Oh.
I don't like it. This box is like falling apart, so that's it. It came with all these extras that I don't know if I care about. Like, am I ever going to use this patch? No.
Maybe if you love the book. Although, do you have like a jean jacket you put stuff on?
Yeah, I don't put patches on. I put pins on it. So I'll take this pen. Oh, now I have to contact people. That is bothering me. We'll see. Okay. There's also, let's see. There's too much in this box. Production sketchbook. This looks cute. This isn't damaged, so we like that.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
Yeah, some.
So what is this? Who is it by again?
Merwin, and it's called Aster of Pan.
Okay. Aria said they've heard great things about that book. Real bummer about the damage, though.
This is cute. I mean, there's like tons of extra stuff in here. There's like a coin. Okay. I forget what, because you know, a lot of this were like stretch goals and stuff, I think.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna, this is why I should open these boxes first.
Well, before you get to next one, we have a good question. Oh, yeah, that is
this box just fell apart as we opened it.
I always wonder, how do you ladies decide to pick either compendium, omni, or absolute for a particular title? Most people are not into compendiums, even if it's the most most economic choice, like best like financial choice. Mm-hmm. That's a really good question because I feel like both of us had situations where we have a few options for the book, and it's really hard to decide, especially if we already have it and they re-release it. Trying to give a more recent example. I guess one big one for me that I still haven't made a decision on is New 52 Wonder Woman, because that has an omnibus and it also has two beautiful absolutes. I already have the trades.
Those do look nice.
And I'm still pretty convinced that whenever I make the jump, which I haven't yet because I technically already own them, and if I had a ton of extra money around and there was a good deal, I would go ahead and jump on them. But I think I want the absolutes for that, and that's just purely aesthetic. So I think for me, it really does. A lot of it is aesthetic. If it's really worth it for me to jump it, like if I already own the thing in trade, it has to be aesthetically worth it for me to get it in a different version. Or if it's something I really, really love and I want to double dip so I can support them, then I'll do that. But otherwise, I don't have. It's all about looks. It's all about shallowness. Or if it's oversized, I love oversized art, you know, or if there's a cool little like addition to the back of it or something.
A lot of people will like automatically upgrade. I've never been like that. I'm like, I don't need everything in a big format. I ain't got enough.
You and I aren't completionists either. It's really like
yeah,
case by case basis. With Buffy like, being the exception, I guess.
And there's some exceptions like Royal City when they came out with that oversized hardcover. One, it's Lemire, and I love the story. But I only had one of the trades. I got one of the trades. I read the rest digitally because I'm like, this is going to get an oversized edition, and it did. So I just, you know, gave away the trade after that. With Image, it's pretty much a given. Like, I don't buy any Image books anymore. I just read them digitally. And I'm like, if they get a nice oversized and I like it enough, that's when I get it. Compendium specifically, the Walking Dead ones that were at Ollie's for $10. Yeah, I'm gonna do that versus like pay $60 for those. It's 100 issues. I mean, fiscally, like even the cover price is a way better deal.
Yeah.
People like to make fun of the compendiums, but like that's where you go. Like if you really want a price per issue, like that's what you do. That's the smartest move.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're not bad. They're just chonkers.
Yeah, and I like chonky like trades. Like, you know, I already have like for Saga, for example, I've got the hardcovers for those. But they came out with that really big compendium. And honestly, if I didn't have the hardcovers, I'd be fine with the compendium. I have really like thick Terry Moore paperback omnibuses or whatever. And I like those too.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. Maybe that's coming from a manga reader standpoint. I don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
Candace asked, don't you have a button/patch display, Kristan?
I have pins. I do have some patches from like the Marvel Collector's Corp, but since that's not a thing anymore. This is a nice pin though. I like this pin. It's pretty big.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
You got such good swag for that. Oh, and James says to give the empty box to your cat.
Yeah, 100%.
And Man40 says people bash compendiums based on the bad ones from years ago. The Image ones like The Walking Dead, Invincible have been great in my opinion.
I think people still bash them just because they're like paperbacks, but
and some people are very particular.
Yeah.
And not that we're not, but I think I don't know. My aesthetics are different.
Yeah, when they're like solicited, but I'm like, this is great for new readers, people who, I mean, again, it's financially makes total sense.
I guess we'll come back to the chat after we do some more hauls. I hauled, besides this, I got, Leslie Hunk, who's the artist of Snot Girl, she does these things with like Big Bud Press. She did it like a couple of years ago where she released Snot Girl t-shirts and they sold out so fast. So she posted on Twitter. And so like I set my alarm for the store opening for the shirts. And I got both of the like regular t-shirts. So I have one of Snot Girl and I always forget her name. And I got the one that's just of the girl. And
that's
so
awesome.
Excited. So good. Everyone should read Snot Girl. I don't know why we don't have a hardcover of it.
Yeah, like a shiny green. Like spot glossy green.
Oh my gosh. And you can feel the snot part of it.
Yeah.
Yes. That sounds gross, but it would be cool.
Yeah.
Well,
also in that box, I forgot I added this. This was a book by the same writer and not artist, I think. Yeah, I think it's the same writer. I mean,
oh my gosh.
It's a little paperback. I mean, of course I had to get it. Look at this. Come on. What's it about? I don't remember, but it's cute. Who cares? Look at it.
Oh.
This one's not damaged, so that's good.
That looks so cute.
I made my library get the next Stars I haven't read, which is volume 9. So I'm reading that soon.
I've got to catch up. But now I want us to read Jujutsu Kaisen really bad. So
yeah, we should.
Because I'm watching the anime at HBO Max.
I still don't know what we're reading this month, by the way.
I know we do need to figure that out during the show, so I can make a plan.
I also got another Kickstarter that was damaged, but they're sending me another copy, so that's good. Hopefully, Magnetic Press. if you're watching, I'm coming for you after this. This is not them though. This is edited by Alex DeCampi. This is True War Stories.
I've been looking at that one.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll read it soon. And things just fell out of it. I didn't even know. Like, I need to look through this stuff. Oh, okay. So here's a little. Okay. Cute.
It's a nice little surprise for you.
Yeah.
It's a little.
All this is like me unboxing. Oh, Maddie's gone. Are you still there, Maddie? It's just like, no.
My bad.
I was like, what happened? Did you hit a button?
All the time there's this little button on my mouse that's like back button.
Yeah.
And I hit it, and it's always while I'm talking. And then
I was like, that was different. That's why I was like, you may still be able to hear me, but maybe not. But yeah, this is all like True War Stories in comic form, and it looks really great.
Oh man, let me know how that is, because I've really been wanting to read it.
Yeah, I'll read it soon. It's a compilation, and it's
a
lot of different stories, and it looked good. And again, damaged, but hey, they're making it right, so that's good. My great friend Mary, who we all know, Mary's book pod, Mary M's book pod. Check it out. She sent me some cool things. So here's Wonderland.
Oh, Manga. I love it.
You know about this?
No, but it looks cool.
It looks so cool. Is there a cat? Oh, there's a cat in it. What?
Well, there has to be.
Of course there has to be a cat. I didn't even think about it. Yeah. So this looks fun. A take on Alice in Wonderland. Oh, okay. Yeah, this art's cool. So I'm gonna check that out. I hear the Sunspot, which I read a while back and I loved, about this boy going deaf in college. He needs a tutor. Talks to this other boy. Oh, it's sweet, lovely. So that's fun. Long Way Down, which is I think an adaptation of the novel by Jason Reynolds.
Okay.
And I mean, look at this art.
That looks really good.
So this looks really, really good. Let's see. And an IST order came in.
Yeah.
I love that. We're gonna unbox some more.
Jealous.
It's out of the box. It's not out of the plastic. So let me rip this off. Of course.
While you do that, I'll check on the the chat. I don't know why my voice is doing this, you guys.
Mine's been doing that. It's this weather. It's terrible.
It is. It's the worst. Hayden says, my sister has the Saga Compendium, and it's actually a good book in terms of how it's put together. I know there's been a lot of complaints about binding, etc., but this one was great.
Okay, good. That's great.
And Jessica said that all of her Terry Moore soft cover, I treat that shit like gold, so it's intact. I love those big, chunky soft covers.
Yeah.
I have the Strange in Paradise in soft cover, and I didn't trade up when the hardcovers were re-released, because they're still just as nice.
I forget I have those too. I should really.
Carly says that they do most of their reading digitally and only buy things that they really like, so they hold out for OHCs and Omnis. I don't have the money to physically buy everything I read. Yeah, that's the other thing too. I've definitely moved a lot more to library in the past year or two, just to try out things. Yeah. Which has been great, because I want to read stuff all the time, but I can't always afford to read things all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
New things anyways.
Constant struggle.
Frey says the paperback with Snot Girl with the French flaps are pretty already. Those Barnes & Noble variants, yeah. I mean, they're still really nice trades.
Yeah.
And I will gladly double dip on that. Continue.
Okay. I opened it up. So I got the reprint of Captain America by Brubaker. Look at this cover. I just love this cover. And I've been waiting for this.
Have you read it before?
I have not, but everyone hypes it up forever.
I like Brubaker. I've been curious because and that's something I'm trying to fix this year, but there's a lot of single character runs that I haven't read, or of characters I haven't read. Mm-hmm. Because typically I always think I'm not going to like actual Avengers characters when they do anything. There's just a few exceptions. I was like, no, I don't know, just.
Well, the things that seem like, this feels like a kind of it's like a really dedicated character storyline. And those are the ones that I end up liking more than everything else, you know?
Me too.
I don't need an event. Leave me alone with your events, okay?
Unless they're just hanging out.
Going to the grocery store.
I can't remember what that one was from that I sent you. There's
Oh,
some
yeah.
book
Where they were
coming
doing
out.
it.
Yeah, it was like, I know Monica Rambeau was there. I don't remember who else, but they were all hanging out at the grocery store, and they all like kind of run into each other. And I was like, oh, this is it.
Awesome.
This is what we were looking for.
That's awesome. I also grabbed the new Bad Machinery Volume 10.
Yeah.
Which I've went on and on about. Now they're so tiny and I'm so weirded out by it, but I love them still. So I'm glad they're still coming out. We talked about Valentine's Day books. So Reed and I hadn't been going anywhere for a long time, of course. And he's like, we should just pop into Second and Charles for like a second and check it out. So of course, got some stuff. Come on. The Pet Vet?
You have to. You have to.
I mean, I opened it up and there's like, let me just see if I can find it real quick. There was like one page where I was like, oh no, I do have to get this. Where there's like a cat. Oh, here it is. Of course there's a cat, right? Come on. Here it was. Where it's like meow and then she's asking, why are you crying?
Man, that is the most like young reader shoujo book. Like that style.
I was like, but I have to.
You have to.
I have to get it. So I got that. I was excited to see this used there. It's the old Gemstone books of DuckTales. This is an old trade. And it looks so good. I'm so excited.
That looks nice.
Like stuff. Yeah, I'm just garbage cheap. They were like, nobody wants this. And I was like, I do.
Oh, real quick before I forget, Jessica said that the one with the Monica grocery store is the one who did Living Heroes. Black Characters, a la Living Single by Stephanie Williams. I do need to buy Living Heroes. Have you seen anything about it, Kristan?
Yeah, I want to check that out too. That looks awesome.
Ignore my keyboard sounds. I just want to type it in so I don't forget.
I love it. I love the keyboard sounds. It's very dramatic. I also picked up Toy Story Adventures Volume 1. I had the first volume, or the second volume.
Oh, that looks cute.
Yeah, it's a little chunky thing, which I like. But yeah, it's all like Toy Story.
I like the edge of it. That's cute.
right. Which not all of it is like that. Some of it. Here's some more.
That's really cute, though.
I love that stuff. So, and it was like $4 whole.
Rick Storm asked if anyone's getting the Spider-Gwen Omnibus. We will not be, but if we find it used, we'll buy it. And that's just because of like some of the creators and stuff on that. Although I'd love to get a better breakdown of what money goes to who for that book, because I don't know. That might affect.
Yeah, I really have a feeling that we're putting more on that than what's probably happening. You know what I mean? Especially
that's
because
the thing.
The next run is in it too, which he didn't even do.
Oh, it is?
I think like part of the next run, which he had nothing to do with. I should look that up. Maybe I'm wrong.
Look it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
That would change some of it.
I'm pretty sure some of that is on there.
Yeah, we can look at it, I guess. It's hard to decide. And then Woody says that he bought the oh my gosh, I can't talk. Why the Last Man Omnibus, even though he had the trade paperbacks. People teased about that, but I'm glad I bought it. Hey, sometimes you just gotta do it. You gotta upgrade.
Yeah.
This is.
Oof.
Have you guys read the Bunny Drop manga? Somebody I watched said he enjoyed it, and the last volume was questionable. I was able to piece the series together, and it seems fun. It was fun. It was everything.
I think it's more than the last volume too, though, isn't it? It's like the last half of the series.
Yeah, I can't remember because I never got that far.
Yeah.
Because of that reason.
Same. I dropped it before that. I think I read the first 2 volumes.
At the beginning, it's this wonderful story about this sort of like found family deal about this man and this young girl that he adopts that was his grandfather's daughter or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Beautiful story, great, just slice of life. But he raises her, and eventually they end up being a thing at the end together. And that just feels really grooming and weird. And it really does take away from just like, it's sad because there's a lot of options now, but there's not a ton of just great, like, stories like that we can always recommend. I can now, but at the time I couldn't. So I was like, this is so great. And it becomes just like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's very disappointing.
Oh, Paul asked if it was Latour or Rodriguez. Latour is the person that was the problem.
Yeah, unfortunately, after stuff came out about Rodriguez too. So,
so yeah, it was both.
It wasn't as much, but like.
Yeah, but yeah, Latour was the bigger problem.
Yeah.
Oh, they bought Bingo Love, Calvin Hobbes, and Superman Adventures.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love Bingo
awesome.
Love.
Oh, it's so good. So good. Well, I also picked up used Glitch by Sarah Graley.
Oh, good.
And I just love her. And
I
this
do
looks
too.
fun. So that's fun. Look, I don't know what this is, but it was $5. It's by Paper Cuts. Look at this cover. We got to talk about this art too. Which I just like opened it and I was like, oh, I need this. This is something I need. See, this is what usually happens with me. If I get a bargain on something and it looks really good, that's what I want.
Well, that's always exciting because then you get to find it on your own.
Yeah, and I'm like, I've never heard of this. Well, I mean, A Beautiful Cow. Yeah.
It's year of the ox/cow. So
there we go.
Meant to be.
And I did pick up the Amazing Spider-Man Volume 2 reprint.
Nice.
Because I love Spider-Man. And I can't stop, apparently. So
we've never read a Spider-Man book together.
We should.
I've only read like a few, like the people say the must-read Spider-Man stories. Like the shorter ones, but I've never like really read Spider-Man.
Oh, let's do it. I'm in. We
can do it for Old Brady Reader and our show, so it's 2 in 1.
Done. Let's do it. I love that.
Lloyd said, I'm confused about characters like Spider-Gwen. Wouldn't Marvel or DC own all the rights to IP? I don't know how writers can still profit from something they don't own.
Yeah, see, that's what my thought was. Like, I don't think the money breakdown is what we kind of assume it is with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and that's something I would love for somebody to like. I've yet to find a good way to figure out like what's the profit distribution from both these different companies, because I'd love to know as a consumer, not just for like just so I make sure I avoid things, not to be negative Nancy. A lot of this so I can also know what's the best way for me to support the creators on the team too, if I like them. Mm-hmm. Like, is it better as like to support them to buy a different version than the Omnibus or something? Like what's the best way I can support? I would love for somebody to break that down for me, but I have no idea who to go to.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is like, you may buy an Omni and they may not get any of the money, but Marvel's like, oh, you like this character, you like this creator, let's do more with them, kind of thing.
Yeah, and I don't know.
It probably varies on creator too, because I think Donny Cates is getting like more say in some of this than maybe some other people, because he's got so many things coming out.
Yeah,
but see, that's negotiate that too.
Look, I don't want to do interviews at all, but that's an interview I would do. Like interview with like somebody in the industry to be like, hey, I'm just curious about the financial breakdown. Yeah. I just want to know. I know fans want to know.
Well, a lot of people just get a page right at the end.
Yeah.
They don't get royalties for anything.
Yeah, which is would be more helpful to know, but I don't know like a transparent way to look at it. Let me be a conscious consumer. Please. Thanks for sharing with me tonight for all those lonely people who are desperately in need of plans. Oh, if it makes you feel better, I have somebody I didn't make plans either.
I mean, that's how this works.
Time doesn't exist.
Reed and I went to Walmart to panic buy for the snowstorm. That's what we did. Yeah, it was horrible.
I'm just hoping I'm fine. I'm hoping I have enough stuff. And I hope I don't lose power, but if I can lose a little bit of power during the day so I don't have to work, that'd be real tight. Can we just like a little bit?
I'm terrified of that. I just want to be able to get home.
You could get your wife a Valentine's present off in stocktrades.com. That's what we suggested to our viewers.
That's right.
He bought me that Chewbacca though, so I shouldn't say anything.
That counts.
I don't actually beg Elliot for books all the time, you guys. I just do that on the show. I promise.
He knows.
Kat said I buy a ton of Supergirl comics because of my love for the character, and her CW show So Sad's ending after season 6. It had a great run. Oh, Kenneth, I put this back here for when you're washing. You can see. Look how cute that is.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, I'm glad I have a bookshelf back here, so now like I can bring some figures up here every once in a while. I can switch it out. Getting fancy.
So fancy. Well, I also got some figures we're going to talk about.
Yes!
They're just like cheap figures, but I had to have them. Strange Planet, which you guys know I love. I mean, can we even see that? Should I take it out?
Oh my gosh.
Maybe I should take it out. Can you?
Yeah.
The reading, and on the side it says creatures and narratives, and then there's like the cat beside
I
it.
want that one. Did you find that at Second and Charles?
Yes. And they were
I need to give you a list of things to look
they were so cheap
me.
too. And of course the I found this, it's vibrating. Can we just
I wish we had a Second and Charles.
So much. Love it so much. I was very excited about that. Do we want to talk about what we read?
Let's do it. Let me open up my Goodreads.
Okay.
Oh, guys, this has happened again, time doesn't exist, so I never remember what we talked about in the last show.
Yeah.
But since the last show, for people who've watched this for a while, Kristan's always like, use your Goodreads. And I'm always like, no. But guys, it's 14 days into February, and I've done it.
Yes.
I have a Goodreads. You can find it. I think it actually is, it's goodreads.com/wonder_Maddie. But I'm doing it now.
Yes.
We'll see if I keep it up.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. So, Chris and I both read Barbarian Lord this week, which I loved. It's by Matt Smith. I wish I had a physical copy. I do not. It's so good. Yeah, I am looking forward to reading it again, which I don't say often.
If you all missed that show, you can check it out on Near Mint Condition.
Yeah.
Because Chris Schweitzer and Luscious Lee, of course, were lovely and wonderful.
It was such a great show. We had so much fun. Lee and Chris are so smart and so articulate in a way that I am not.
I'm also very not.
And so at one point in the middle of the show, I just messaged Kristan very quietly on my phone. I'm like, big words.
I loved it so much because I felt stupid a lot of the time. And I was just watching them go back and forth. I was like, this is great. But I definitely feel like I'm not contributing the same amount here.
I could listen to them talk forever.
I like how after you sent me that video where you're like, we were just like, we liked when he was a barbarian lord and talked good. Which is how I felt. So.
Yeah, that's how we talk. And I was just talking about, I was like, me and Kristan, we like when barbarian do think it was good, it was funny, or it was good. And then it's like, I wrote, Kristan and Lee, I really appreciate the dichotomy of these two characters and the juxtaposition of blah, blah, blah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. And then, the last time I was with them, it was just them talking about Black Sails, which was really, really funny.
I gotta watch it now.
It was a really good book. It was a really fun show. Like, Over Your New Reader is bumping, you guys. So fun.
It's where it's at, Tuesday nights. It's where Tuesday to be.
Nights. You can join me this Tuesday. We're reading World of Wakanda.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and then the last Tuesday of the month will be Nubia, which comes out that exact day, which was not the plan. So anyone who's going to be on it has to read it very quickly for the show.
It's exciting, though.
I'll have to keep that one spoiler-free-ish, I guess. I have a pull list now.
So fancy.
I know. I don't know where I put the
Supporting
other
the
books.
industry. Look at you.
I know, because I want to make sure I'm reading Star Wars: The High Republic as it comes out.
I love it.
So this is the IDW one. So like IDW does like the younger adult stuff, or like no, you're in kids or like YA stuff for Star Wars instead of Marvel. So like I think they always say like Star Wars Adventures on them.
Mm-hmm.
I think the other like yeah, so like Star Wars Forces of Destiny is also IDW, I think. But this is all in the canon, so like I didn't want to miss out on it. So I have the first issue of this, and then the first 2 issues of Star Wars: The High Republic, like the comic, and they're all really great. Also love like so many ladies, so many people of just various races in this, and all of them, all the Star Wars High Republic. It's great. Like I got Claudia Gray's new novel. Look at that.
That's awesome. Great cover.
Great. It's great. Everyone's great. The strongest Jedi there, besides Yoda, is a lady. Ugh, High Republic is so good, you guys. So good.
That's exciting. I have to read that.
I really want you to. Hayden's reading Claudia Gray's new book too, so
Nice.
that's really good.
Before I forget, Tuesday, our pick of the month is happening. Because I did forget.
And remind me what it is again.
The X-Men Evolution trade paperback. It's coming out for Marvel. You guys know we love X-Men Evolution. This is some of those old comics.
So much.
Printed into a trade. It's going to be 50% off. It's going to be dirt cheap. It's probably one of the smaller trim size. I'm not sure. I haven't looked that up, but I'm imagining. And that's fine because I just need it in my life.
Absolutely. Like, that's where all of my knowledge of X-Men comes from. That and like the other cartoon. But like, I remember when Scarlet Witch showed up, I was like, wait a second. Wanda Maximoff isn't like a lesbian?
Yeah, what's happening? Yeah, there's so much from that show. Which was just like so many people hated on it, but I'm like, we were the perfect age for it. We were the teens for it. They were teens in high school.
Oh, for sure. Like
Rogue was the goth. Come on, like it was so great.
I'll never be over Rogue.
And her haircut,
so cool with her like mesh top.
Yes, that outfit. Ooh,
everyone had crop tops
and
low-rise jeans.
Yes. The scene of her and Kitty dancing. That's a complete like parallel of Buffy. Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much.
It's the whole show is great. I don't care what anybody says. And it's so great to see these different dynamics that you see a lot in X-Men comics and movies and whatever, but on like a more contained scale. I think that's what makes it so special, is that it's not this like so much X-Men is just huge big world things. Mm-hmm. But I like X-Men when it's in like a school and that's it.
Yeah.
No big world problems. I don't care. It's just like, no, we have our like the Institute, and we also have our regular high school, and like the villains are just like the bad kids. Yeah. So like Wanda and Pietro is super cool. Yeah. And it just like it's just great. There's so much romance and angst.
And we just want them in a school, just in a class, dealing with school stuff, which we have, and then also they have powers. Like
Maddie talked about X-Men Evolution. Cool, that's on my bingo card. Rogue and Nightcrawler becoming siblings over them barely interacting in actual comics.
Yeah.
Oh, Nightcrawler was great. That's the best Nightcrawler. He's so cute.
Relationship. Oh, I loved it.
So cute.
Loved it.
So good.
So you guys can check that out. Again, 50% off. It's going to be dirt cheap. We're going to read it. We'll talk about it.
Oh, Candace said that she had Joss Whedon on hers, actually. I mean, he's a garbage man. We all knew he was a garbage man, but now it's extra confirmed he's a garbage man. Not even allowed to be in the same room as Michelle Trachtenberg. Gross. Disgusting. I don't have time to think about what this means for us buying Buffy at all, because I don't know how it breaks down. I can't think about it yet, but he's a garbage man.
I think he just has like approval on the Boom stuff.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think, because he gets left or whatever.
Can we just ask Brew, like, hey, let's just give us a breakdown so we know.
I mean, I'm still buying it. Those creators get something. So,
oh yeah,
it's easier to do that than like someone who's like, this is all, like, this is it, right? It's so much easier for me to when people are like, oh, we separate the art from the art. Yeah, I can't do that. But Buffy is such a collaborative effort. Marty Noxon came out and said some support. Thankfully, everybody's been like really supportive. Every guy that's come out has been like, I didn't know anything. And I'm like, well, okay, but they've been supportive and good. And
well, yeah,
I'm glad Charisma told her story though.
I'm glad she did, which I think she had mentioned it before.
Happened. Yeah, because she'd been like, he treated me bad, but like she never said what.
Yeah, officially. I read a bunch of things. Not a bunch of things, but I can tell you about them.
Tell me about them.
I read Xena, Warrior Princess, Road Warrior by Vita Ayala. And that was really, really good. It's on Comixology Unlimited. It's very gay. So Xena and Gabriella are a thing, just starting out a thing. The art was really good. I think it's new reader friendly. It was just fun. It was a fun little, just like Xena's doing her usual warrior thing, and Gabriella's being really cute in a bar to tell stories. Very cute. I read Shuri Volume 1 and 2, like the newer ones, because I never read them. So good. This happens all the time with like those like single character books on Marvel that are the shorter runs. I like haven't touched them, right? And then the minute I do, I'm like, this is amazing. Why haven't I read this? Yeah, and where's the rest, right?
Yeah.
Loved it. It was so good. It's such great like world building around it, which I haven't read a lot of like Wakanda books, but usually it's like an event and they go to Wakanda, or like you're going to Wakanda in a different book. But I love Shuri. She's so cocky and like doesn't listen to anybody, which is a problem. And I really like her. And I read the High Republic books that are out so far are great. You would love them. And I read Star Wars Forces of Destiny, which is so cute. It's an IDW, like it focuses on the ladies.
Oh, fun.
And it's like a little anthology story. It's just really cute. There's like an animated series online too. You can watch the shorts on Disney Plus.
Oh.
Just really fun.
I'll check that out. Fun.
Yeah. Freddie, you were right. Shuri's really good. Carly said, I really like Shuri, although the second half wasn't as good. I agree. There was I liked her personal story. I didn't like her hanging out with everybody else as much because I didn't care. I just wanted Shuri dealing with Shuri stuff.
Nice. Well, I finally read an omnibus that's been sitting on my shelf since Go Hastings existed, because I found it at Go Hastings when they were like shutting down for cheap, and it was out of print at the time. And that's Wolverine by Mark Miller. Okay, so I wanted to read Old Man Logan, which I've never read. Which is like the second half.
Yeah, I saw you reading that recently, and I was like, ooh.
But I ended up just reading the whole darn thing, and I loved it so much. But especially Old Man Logan, which everybody talks about, and it's as great as everybody talks about. I'm now reading. I'm trying to show you something that isn't just blood, because it's worth the hype. If anyone actually hasn't read it, I think I'm the only one, but there's someone out there. But yeah, it really holds up. Okay. I loved it. It was so fun. And I'm reading Lemire's run, which is like loosely related, I want to say, from what I've gathered so far. But yeah, this was just a total blast.
Beautiful.
Yeah, the art and everything holds up. I mean, it was just an adventure that was so good, made me so upset. If anyone, people who've read it know why.
Yeah, I've read Old Man Logan, and I really liked it. Yeah. Okay. But any sort of like old guy story. I need to read the rest of the Old Man whatever's.
Yeah. I need to read all of them now because there's a whole Hawkeye one, and I loved Hawkeye in this. And then like
that was cool, isn't it?
Yeah, his issues before were like really great too, which were all about like Hydra taking Wolverine over, and they're like, "Yo," like he's like fighting himself in his head half the time. I don't know. It was just great. Elektra was a big part of it. Yeah, so that was really fun too. But yeah, I love this.
Oh, sorry.
I loved it. I love how they did the black and white.
Oh,
Thunder.
I like that.
I haven't seen that in like any other Omnis, which is cool. So I loved it. Loved it
Real quick, we have a couple of zingers from Elliot, which if I don't bring up, you'll be upset about. And the first one is, do you think Charisma is a skilled woodworker?
Yes.
Charisma Carpenter. And
Also a great singer.
Then he asked, do you think Mark Miller can grind wheat well? He said, that's what Millers do, right?
Nice.
Lord.
Classic Elliot.
Aria says, I'm a big Miller fan by Doug, Old Man Logan. Yeah, I don't know if I've read really any other Mark Miller. I'm sure I have.
I don't think I have, actually.
Raphael, Old Man Omnibus. I'd read that. More old lady stuff, too. I want all of my, like, favorite ladies to get old. I want to see what they do. There's, like, a Harley Quinn like that, right? Or something.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And, like, there's that one DC event or whatever. Everybody's old. I already forgot what it is. But that would upset me because Donna looked weird.
Oh, that's not good.
No. I also read. I read Future State Wonder Woman issue 2.
Nice. I like how you like put it right in front of you.
As Wonder Girl. Well, I wanted to switch it up. Oh, you would love her, Kristan. You would love her. She's so fun. She gets in shenanigans.
I love
it. It's all about her whole.
Can you grab that?
Like 2 issues for Future State, as most of the Future State things are. But she is coming back.
Thanks.
But her whole thing is like she's going into the underworld to get her like sister, like Amazon sister, her like get her back. And like she has to talk to Hades. Persephone is there, and Persephone's like, "Hey, let her go. She can get out in time, or whatever." And so it feels very Greek mythology. So like, if you can get to your friend in time, you can take her. But ultimately, some things happen. But it's good.
Nice.
And she's so sassy.
I'm glad it's good because that would have been sad, right?
Yeah. It's the only Future State I've read so far, but I want you to read it.
I would.
She's so pretty.
I'll do it.
Yay.
Some other little things I read. Little Moomin books. Moomin Gets a New Life.
Moomin.
Come on. Moomin. We all love Moomin.
I wonder if the teens are still into Moomin.
Yeah.
There was like 2 or 3 years there's really into Moomin.
Yeah. It became a big thing.
Also, I like saying Moomin.
Moomin. It's nice.
Feels weird, right?
Moomin. It's weird. Speaking of love, Days of Love at Seagull Villa. I mean, look at this cover. Like, what are we doing here? It's so stupid, right? But it's about this teacher. This girl's a teacher, and she runs into this other girl with like her, I think that's her niece or something. I forgot. Because she like moves into this town. Anyway, it's silly, it's sweet, drama. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Also, Volume 2 of Whisper Me a Love Song. It's still great. So if you want some nonsense Yuri, that's sweet.
I do.
That's what you should pick up for sure. But my favorite new manga that I started, these all have love in the title. This is perfect.
Hey, it's Valentine's Day.
Perfect, yeah. A Witch's Love at the End of the World. Look at this cover. Can we handle this cover? Because I can't.
It's so cute.
I can't handle it. Yen Press put this one out. It is about this magic school and this girl that there's a lot going on. There's just a lot going on. There's really a lot of magic. Just a deeper world than I thought there would be. And I love the 2 characters, and it's a magic school. What more do you want? It's a magic school. It's fantastic. The end, I was like, where's the rest? Like, I
love magic schools.
You're gonna enjoy this. You should definitely pick this up. I just show these things for Maddie to pick up.
That's fine.
Someone else may like it.
That's fine.
One of my favorite things I read, though, was the Mickey All-Stars. This book is very big. This is a smaller manga, but still.
Oh, yeah, that's a big boy.
What are we doing here? But it's quite thin. Fancy Graphics put this out, and it's all the, like, every single page. So, what was, like, recently was the 80th or the 90th anniversary of Mickey? You know that happened recently?
Oh, one of them.
One of the two. I don't know. 90th. Fancy Graphics was like, okay, there's a lot of international artists who've done Mickey, who's still, like, it's, you know, Disney's huge everywhere, but especially the comics overseas, bigger than here. And they were like, the one thing we need one page of art from these people. The first thing is him coming through the door. The last panel is him leaving through the door. And between that's up to you.
Yeah.
So it was so cool. Like, the artist is credited at the bottom. So it starts out, actually the first 2 pages they, like, made into a thing, these 2 artists. So it starts here, really. But yeah, so it always starts in a door, out a door, and there's one page, and it's all different artists every single page. And the way it came together at the beginning and end was so cool. And the art is just vastly different throughout every single page. And it was just so fun. I loved it. I mean, look at this. Like, that is so different than that, right?
Yeah.
And he just goes through these, like, adventures, and they're all, like, really different and unique, and it's so cool just to see what these artists did with that very thinly given to them prompt, right? And it all really comes together at the end. Some people didn't even put, like, dialogue.
I love that.
Cool. I loved it, and I just love the different artists throughout it. And they're all great in their own way. So this is worth your money, and it's very cheap on ISD.
Wow.
There you go.
I love it. I'm in.
That's what I read.
Well, perfect. I feel like I probably read other things, but maybe I didn't because I didn't put them on Goodreads, so I must not have.
Right?
But, you know, like everybody else in the world, I've been busy making sure I watch WandaVision.
Not me. Everyone else but me.
Ugh, I can't wait for you.
I reread the first volume of Buffy Boom.
I
want to get into that.
Goodreads.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we need to schedule a Buffy catch-up.
Yeah, for sure.
I've also been watching Jujutsu Kaisen, which I want to read the manga for really bad, but I'm also worried that if I read ahead, it'll make the anime mean less.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also dying for you to read it or watch it so we can talk about it in depth. Just give you my login and be like, I need you to watch it so we can talk about it.
What is it on?
It's on HBO Max and Crunchyroll.
Oh, well, I have HBO.
Oh, okay. So on HBO, it's dubbed and it's coming out week to week, but like there's 14 episodes out so far. Please watch it and so we can talk about how complex all the characters are. Because for some reason, it just feels like they're a little bit different than everything else. So I could talk about it for hours. It's so good. Actually, awesome. I don't want to oversell it.
Okay. No, I've been hearing people like it, so for sure.
I also have to tell you something about, this is not comic book related, but this is a time of the show where we just chill, right? So it's fine. I started playing this online RPG game called Divinity with Elliot, because you can play it online. And there's a situation where I'm hanging out with, like, you get pets along the way. They just follow you. And I got a cat. I was like, yes. I got a cat and I got a squirrel that rides a little skeleton cat. I was like, yes, these are my pets.
Cat.
Yeah. It was great. And I'm walking with my cat. I'm loving my life. And then this guy shoots my cat. And so then I murder. I'm like, I have to kill them. So I did. And I had to kill everybody because I started a fight in the city because this guy killed my cat. And I thought about you.
Oh my gosh. Yes, you had to. Look, they gave you no choice.
No choice.
That's horrible.
I know.
Did you cry? You're like,
I was too full of like barbarian rage almost. I just had to like.
I don't blame you.
So
that's awful.
Had to. Carly says Jujutsu Kaisen's so good. Yes, I think the anime is better, but both are great. Okay, that's good to know. I think I'll keep watching the anime because also the ending theme is so good. They dance It's so cute.
Wait, I love that.
Ugh,
Love the dance breakdown.
I love it. Everyone's so complex, like as far as shonen archetypes, which I appreciate. So you'll see somebody and you'll be like, okay, they're like Sasuke from Naruto.
Mm.
So that's who we're dealing with. Wrong. There's more to them.
Plot twist.
Immediately. This guy's a panda.
Yeah, you told me about the panda guy. Yeah.
Why? I don't know.
I need it.
Hayden said, Kristan reread Boo Buffy and I dropped it. Oops.
I just need to know what happens. Especially what happens to make Hayden drop it. I need
Yeah.
to know. So I'm getting back in.
I was too busy reading all the old stuff.
Yeah.
And now I need to read all the things I own.
Yeah, right. I get it.
What are you going to do?
It's hard.
Oh, yeah. I know we can talk about at the end of here. What are we reading? We know that we're going to end this month with One Piece Water 7 arc.
Yeah.
So we need to fill this between now and then.
Yeah.
I'd love to do X-Men Evolution, but I don't think we'll get it in time. So
Yeah. We'll do that next month.
yeah, we need to talk about something else. Preferably at least one non-manga thing.
Right. Did you get the new Ito? Were we going to do that? Is that a thing we were doing?
I didn't, but I can.
The Remina?
I can get that in time for something.
We don't have to. It's just I haven't read it yet either, so we can talk about it.
James mentioned recommended Scarlet Witch by Robinson or Captain America by Brubaker. Let me see what I have access to too. Oh, Kenneth, thank you.
Oh, thanks.
With all the content, the ladies do so much.
Lovely.
Thank you. Oh, it looks like, have you read Robinson's Scarlet Witch?
No.
Well,
Is it long?
Volume 1 is on Comixology Unlimited. There's just 3 volumes. The
Okay.
first one is on Comixology Unlimited.
If it's just 3, because I also have Marvel Unlimited now. So.
Okay, so let's check to see if the rest are on there too. I'm sure they are. Because I have that too.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, why don't we do that?
Okay.
That's topical.
Yeah.
And then you can catch up on the show. Essentially. I don't know how you're avoiding anything about it because...
I've very much looked away from things.
Good. That is literally all TikTok is. All
Yeah,
day.
it'll go on there,
It's
so...
everyone doing their theories, which is
Yeah.
hilarious. Like regular people too, which I love. All these people that like wouldn't know. And I know a lot of people like are probably gatekeeping, right? And they're like, I can't believe it's getting popular. These people just like the show. Good. They should. We want people to buy comics.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I don't know why I said it with an accent. Buy comics.
So wait, we're doing that, and then what else? Do you want to do Remina, or you want to do something else?
I'm cool with Remina.
Okay. Because we have a makeup show we're gonna do at some point, guys. We don't really know when.
Yeah, we do 4 shows a month. Oh, we have to fit in. Oh no, we're okay. Yes,
Yeah,
we have to fit in one.
We'll have to do it this week or next week, sometime during the week. And I say maybe next week because, like, if I'm got a snow issue, like I have to leave work like 2 hours early. I don't really know yet.
We can play it by ear. My weekends are open, so we will see.
That at least works.
Yeah. Why didn't they include annual 1 in the Scarlet Witch collection? I don't know. Because people don't like to give us annuals. Which is ridiculous. Which is sad because there's a lot of really good annuals that don't end up anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad that I own some because I like buying annuals, especially if they're Christmassy.
Mm-hmm.
I love holiday issues. Oh, I've been dying to get that. The DC came out, they always do, with like a kind of oversized issue for each like holiday all the time. Mm-hmm. And the new Valentine's Day one looks really good.
Oh.
It's been too snowy to go to the comic book store. I hope they still have it.
Call them and make them put in your pull list.
I'm sure they would. The owner likes me. He always chats me up, not in a creepy way, but he's he's just very talkative. He's always like, "Hey, hon." He does do that. That's okay.
Lovely.
And he's great. If the month of Batgirls becomes a thing, I just reread Batgirl Year One and can can recommend with 2021 eyes. We should do a Batgirl month, or at least a Batgirl read.
I'm in.
Because I've only read like Babs, New 52 on.
Yeah, and I only read like a little bit of that back in the day.
Yeah, I have my Batgirl back here too. She has a little scooter.
Oh yeah, Scooter Girl. That's cute.
I love her. I love Babs and I love this costume, and I'll fight anybody on the street about it. Well, looks like that's time.
We did it. We're here.
We did it. It was a nice, chill show. I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad we got to spend Valentine's Day together.
Yeah, and with everyone in the chat.
Yeah. You're all our Valentines.
Yeah.
For these Valentines. I don't know.
I love it. Well, don't forget to treat yourself for Valentine's Day on Tuesday, where you can get X-Men Evolution, the trade paperback that we're very excited for 50% off on InStockTrades.com. That's our pick of the month. It's the deal. There's also other stuff happening on Tuesday. Y'all know. Blade of the Immortal Deluxe Edition Volume 2 is coming out. Uncanny X-Men Volume 4. There's stuff happening. Throw it in your cart with it.
Yeah.
It'll be a lovely treat for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, have a good night, you guys.
Have a good night.